Hi, Libras. Thanks for stopping by. You know I just love having you. What's the Libra story today? Well, let's just jump right in and see if we can find out. You're looking good, feeling sexy, and ready to attract. Is that you today, Libra? Vibing a little higher than usual? You may be giving the cold shoulder to somebody. Yeah, somebody who just wouldn't take you seriously. Okay. So you've had it with them. Got a new person that's going to be good in the long run. It's going to take a little time, but it looks like it's going to work out. For those of you who want a new person. People are admiring you. So you're shining. You're doing something that others are looking up to. Yeah, you're going to have an unexpected victory. There's a major uplift coming in your life. Yep. We've been reading it. We've been feeling it. Something big's going to happen. Something big, and it might shock you. Because it's going to be unexpected. Yeah, you're done with all the creepy energy around you. You're trying to cleanse your life. Yeah, all the negative energies, you're trying to push it aside. You don't want to be negative. You don't want to have negative people around you. Yeah, somebody's got control issues over you. They want to control the situation. They're a little insecure and they have self-worth issues. They don't really trust that they're good enough. But you're becoming more positive about the future. You may have been in a rut for a while, felt you were carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, suppressed, having a battle with the external forces. Well, that's coming to an end. Things are, you feel it. You're feeling better too. Like I say, a lot of you are looking good, feeling sexy, and ready to go attract. Feeling more positive about your future. You're feeling that independence would be good for you. You want to be more independent. Somebody's hoping you're still going to be there when they're ready. They're ready. They're not ready right now. This might be the person that you're giving the cold shoulder to. Well, cards remind you got a new love just around the bend. A lot of you know that, and a lot of you already know this person, so that's what's making you feel good. It's elevating your vibe. Those of you who want a new love, there will be a new love. Right around the bend. Yeah, this is exactly what I said a moment ago. The person you're dealing with, they don't know who they are. They're having an identity crisis. They're trying to figure out their place in the world. While you're dreaming of a more exciting and abundant life. Some of you are going to be coming into an exciting time this new year. Not too far from now. But you know what to do. You're already wise enough and intuitive enough. You know what you're doing. You know the best course for you to take. Yeah, somebody's in love with you, and it looks like this new person has fallen in love with you. So like I say, those of you who want a new person, they're out there, and there is emotions involved. Now the past person is wondering if they're ever going to run into you again. The person you're giving the cold shoulder to believes that you've left for good. They're wondering about it. Yeah, because you want someone to love. You want someone to love you back. You want a mutual relationship. And it looks like, I'm getting the vibe here that you weren't getting the love or maybe possibly even the respect that you deserved from this relationship. So, yeah, you reached a major crossroads in your life. And you realize at this point that you are the empress or the emperor. You're the king, you're the queen. You have the force of God within you. You have the God force within you. We all do. You're realizing that. You're realizing that you don't have to lower yourself or your expectations or your standards or anything. You don't have to feel bad about yourself. You're realizing that yourself is connected to the universe and you have all the power in the universe if you learn and realize how to connect with it. This is a major crossroads for you. You're coming into a lot of heavy realizations that are beneficial to you, that are going to help you move on and raise up. Yeah, this person you're dealing with, I don't know if it's the new love or this person in your energy here, they've been ripped off in some way. They were seeking easy money and they got ripped off. I don't know which one it was. Kind of looks like it might have been the new person. Yeah. Now, the person you've been dealing with, their friends are beginning to ignore them. Their own friends. So it may be because of a change that they're going through, and their new friends don't like it. Maybe they're just not hanging out with their friends or associating with them, and so their friends are kind of dissing them. Whatever it may be, they're being ignored by their social circle. And you're out here turning your pain into power. Yeah, which I always preach about. Take that emotional pain, connect with your higher power, and turn your pain into power. Use your higher power to transform your pain into power. And you know what I'm talking about. Those of you who've been through it, a dark night of the soul or anything like that, you know what I'm talking about. Pain will actually transform you into a higher level of intuition, higher vibe. Yeah, you're becoming more of an independent thinker. You're thinking outside the box now. You're not letting other people influence you or other surroundings, environments, whatever. You're becoming a more independent thinker. Full of new ideas, too. Yeah, you've learned your lesson and you're ready to progress. This looks very good for you. This looks like you've been, through the coals, drug through the coals here. And you've learned your lesson. You know what you have to do. You're turning your pain into personal power. Yeah. Yeah. Looks like you're really standing your ground and becoming who you were meant to be. So in this case, yeah, a lot of you are headed towards a long-term commitment. Like I say, if that's what you want. And I think it is. Most of you out there, you're dreaming about a beautiful, loving relationship. Maybe manifesting it. Now, this person was actually trying to compete with you. The person you're giving the cold shoulder to. We'll call that person number one. Person number one, you felt was trying to compete with you. Trying to get above you in their intellect or their philosophy or whatever it is. And you didn't get it, Why the competition? We're supposed to work together. We're supposed to be a team, back each other up, hold each other up, fight for each other's cause. Why the competition? Yeah, and now they're plotting to get you back. They see you're independent. They see, how bold and strong you must be here from this reading. And now they're plotting to get you back. So some of you are going to have this person and the new person both chasing you. Both chasing you. Or at least out to get your attention. Yeah. A lot of you don't really want to lose contact with person number one. They don't want to lose contact with you either. So you may be on the friendship list right now. You're just friends. But you don't want to lose contact. Not completely. That means you still have feelings for this person. Or you're still interested in their well-being. Yeah, you guys cut off communication between each other, and that was painful. That hurt you. You may have even been the one to do it. From the looks of these cards, you probably cut off the relationship at your own pain. That you knew you had to do it, but it was painful. Yeah, you thought they were rather lazy and spoiled, and they were more concentrated on themselves than they were on you or maybe other people. They're just kind of self-centered. You took that for laziness and being spoiled, which they probably are. The card says they are. Now this new person is going to make you very happy. You thought the last person number one, was making you really happy too, but the bottom dropped out of that. Yeah, because the story was too much about them. Now the segments of your past are haunting you and keeping you feeling stuck. A little confused and doubtful about your future. That's what's been going on, but I see you getting more enlightened now. I see your vibe picking up. Sure, this haunted you, and you had to go back and examine some of your past to see maybe where you went wrong or what was going on. You just had these things to do. It's like the Five of Cups. You had to review yourself and your situations that you've been in to try and figure out your next move. Yeah, some things from your past are haunting you, so that could have been holding you back. You might have jumped to some conclusions about this relationship with number one, because you've been hurt in the past. You've gone through a bunch of stuff, and you were just maybe assuming a little bit too quickly. Your intuition might have been telling you, keeping you on the right track, telling you the truth, but you might have jumped the gun a little bit, trying to protect yourself in making your decisions here. So if you feel bad because you're giving this person the cold shoulder, and you feel like maybe you shouldn't be doing that, I'm just getting the feeling that if you feel that way, it's because you think you may have jumped the gun or assumed something that you may not, or you shouldn't have assumed. I don't know. But you're a little bit uneasy about your actions, because you're examining your actions. Okay. Let's see who this person is. Okay. Okay, what I'm getting out of this was you were in it for love. You were there. You wanted you wanted to be loyal and genuine and caring and really care for this person and be concerned over him. You could have been there when they had for a shoulder to cry on. You had this unconditional love, but this person really likes material things, so they'll do almost anything for money. And I think that's more of what they were concentrating on. Like I say, this person thinks a lot about themselves, what they need, fulfilling their needs. They don't give much consideration to how other people feel around them. I don't think they may not intentionally set out to hurt people's feelings, but it's just their attitude, their nature, their self-absorbed kind of energy that turns other people off around them because they feel like they're being ignored by this person. And that's what happened to you. This person was focusing on other things, basically their own happiness, where their future would lie in the most beneficial direction, and they weren't paying attention to you. Or maybe other people that were trying to get through to this person, because their focus is on material, basically. And they see you now as getting all the attention. Let's see where this goes. Or they're used to getting all the attention. Somebody here is getting a bunch of attention. I'm not sure yet. I've got to have some more cards. It's either you or them. Of course. We'll see. Oh, there you are. See, like I said, there's that Five of Cups. This card over here, the Oracle card, came out explaining exactly what this Five of Cups is doing over here. Reviewing the past. Wondering if you're going to be able to love again. All that stuff. But actually, you got plenty of love. Just going to have to leave some old things behind. Still got a couple cups of love here. You can pick them up and wander off to a new beginning if you want to. You don't have to stay stuck. But some of you are. You're still there. You're still contemplating the past, going over things in your mind. Well, now your person is feeling anxious. Number one is anxious. They're up in their head. They're being a little fearful. Yeah, their friends are beginning to ignore them and kind of turn from them. That might be part of their anxiousness, but I think what's happening is you're mirroring each other in a way here. They're also reviewing what went on, and they're very anxious about it. Little nervous, little fearful. Oh, because they feel stuck now. This person may be realizing that their focus on monetary things, money, is not making them happy. That's not going to give them what they want. This might be part of their realization. This might be why they're feeling alienated or not. They're not. Their friends may be ignoring them because on a portion of this may be because they want their friends to ignore them. They actually want some of their friends to dissipate and back off and give them room because now they're up in their head. They're stuck and they feel like they need to figure some things out. And it looks like here it's because you're getting a lot of attention. People are looking up to you. You're coming through this as the courageous one. Coming out as the winner, the one on top. That's making them feel worse. They already have self-esteem issues. So this is probably working on their conscious their thoughts. They've been way, way too slow. They were so focused on themselves. And I think you hung in there a long time waiting for this person. And I don't know if they would have ever come along. It looks like it. Eventually, you might have had something going on with this person. But they're not ready. They just weren't ready. The timing was off. You might have met them at a critical time in their life when they just didn't have their ideas or their destiny or their plans or anything all together. They were just kind of lost in you. Yeah, you feel like this person stripped you of some of your power. And that it made you feel horrible. You felt like... and it was because they weren't paying enough attention to you. They may not have been paying attention to you at all at some point. And that began to affect maybe even your health. You know, your energy level really dropped. And if that's the case, you need to start pouring some love into yourself. Yeah. I got a feeling this person would like to restart this with you. I think they would like to maybe have a fresh start. They may tell you that they've been working, trying to get money together, because like I say, this person will do almost anything for money. They really like money. Money is their world, you know, their foundation. They put too much emphasis on material. They want to work. They want to work on the relationship again. That's why they're up in their head. They're trying to figure out how they can get this started again. How they can start all up with you. Yeah, they're stuck. They know they need to take a leap of faith. And they're wondering about that. That's one of the things they're up in their head about. It's like, you know, I got to get the nerve to do this. If I want Libra, I'm going to have to work on this relationship. I'm going to have to get committed, you know. That's what it's going to take. I'm going to have to free myself from the way I've been thinking, free myself from certain people, their energies, and everything, if I'm indeed going to change into a more of a happy direction. Because right at this time, they don't know where their happiness lies. They believe that if they get enough money together and that lets them do more things or gives them a higher comfort level, then they'll just be able to do whatever they want and all this material stuff and whatever they can buy and everything. That's going to give them a lot of pleasure. Of course, in reality, we know that only goes so far. There's only so much pleasure that you can derive from material things, and it's always short-lived. You know, I know guys who dreamed about getting their Harley, right? And they get it, and it just sits in the garage. They have a kid or something. They never have time to ride it. Finally, they end up selling it because, you know, they didn't have the time for it. Maybe it wasn't as much fun as they thought it was going to be, you know. Or you get that new car. Turns out to be a lemon. Wasn't as fun as you thought it would be. Doesn't last. I'm a musician, and most of you know that. I've seen so many younger people buy a guitar, set of drums. Oh man, this is what I'm going to do. And it just sits there and collects dust. Oh, it's too hard. I don't want to do it. I'll go into I'll buy something else, right? Yeah, that's kind of how this person is. Yeah, you're healing They hurt you. All this hurt you. They were just they were moving so damn slow and so focused on themselves that it hurt you. But you're healing from it. You're getting over it. Like I say, you've had some enlightenment. You've seen the light here. Wow. Okay, yeah. You guys could have been a good couple, actually. But you hurt each other. They don't trust you anymore, and you saw a side of them that was phony. Or you saw the phony side. Then you got to look at the real person behind the mask. And it looks like you guys could have been compatible, but neither one of you are being completely honest with each other. Maybe you were, because you're represented by the King of Cups here in the upright. But there's something about you they don't trust. And I don't know if that's sustainable or if that's truth or whatever, but yeah. They don't trust you. And you don't trust them. So here comes a new person. Somebody who will work on the relationship in earnest. Number one, realizes that they didn't work on the relationship, and that's what they're going to have to do if they have any idea of getting you back at all. They're going to have to put in some work. I don't know if this person wants to put in the work. They do know it's going to take a leap of faith. They're going to have to sacrifice. And they may think that they're sacrificing their happiness, but they feel stuck. They may not even know that they hurt you. But you got somebody new coming in. You got a Knight of Cups. They want to express their emotion, their feelings for you. And in doing so, you'll get the idea, or whatever, that this person's going to work on it. Be a part of it. Yeah. You figured something out. You took a while. You looked at your past. Came to a major crossroads. Knew you had to make a decision. You figured something out. You stood, I think you kind of probably got back. Got outside. And took a look from the outside, took a look in, got the broader perspective, and realized that you were powerful, that you were the emperor, the empress all along, and you didn't need any of this. You had the power of God, the power of the universe within you. You were born that way. Nobody can take that power away from you unless you give it, unless you relinquish your power. You're realizing you do not have to relinquish your power. That's ridiculous. That's silly. But there's nothing wrong with cooperating, and you don't want to alienate yourself because of your power, your personal power. That has to be put into cooperation because everyone has personal power. Everybody has the God vibe, the God energy inside of them. You're born with it. We're part of the universe. You don't have to relinquish that, but you need to share it. And whoever you love, you need to share that with. Open up, share it, give it to them. And in turn, hopefully they will reciprocate with the same, right? Don't get arrogant, don't get egotistical, don't get so proud that you turn people away, okay? Because men and women are meant to be together. It's the natural process of things. Now, I know there's a lot of women out there now that don't like men, just hate men, okay? That's not a good mindset. There's no reason for that. There's no reason at all for that. That's something that you've been conditioned for if you're a female. If you hate men, you've been conditioned for it in some aspect because it's just not natural. Okay. Yeah, you do. You want love. You want real, true love. You got just about everything you need to keep you comfortable. And a lot of you are doing pretty well off. You know, you're doing okay, but there's just that one thing you don't have. It's love, true love. Also, there's going to be some other things happening for you in the near future that's going to make you feel really comfortable and good in your position. Yeah, there's that crossroads. You had to make a decision. It was a big decision. It was huge for you. But this decision changed your life completely, or is changing your life. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. This Knight of Cups here is going to come in and offer you a 10 of Pentacles, which is a beautiful, abundant, committed life of family. It's like a power couple, you know, you gain things together. Enough to create a heritage for your family, send your kids to college, you know. I laugh about it, like drinking the best wines, eating the best steaks, you know, whatever you, but it's work, it's teamwork, it's sharing. Just like what I was talking about a moment ago. So that's coming in for you, and that's looks like the new person. It's going to offer you a great existence and a committed relationship. Now, you may think it's the past person coming in to do this, but I don't think so. I'm getting a vibe that it's a new person. There's that Hermit card. Yeah, you've done a lot of thinking. You've been in your head a lot. Your Hangman is in reverse. So you've come up with an idea. You've made a decision, but you're still, you know, you're still thinking. You're still always in your head because there's more you've got to learn. There's more secrets. There's more behind the veil that you need to find out about. In a lot of aspects, in your own world, your own inner world, you need to find out about what's going on with you inside. You're also trying to figure out how does my inner world conform or blend in with my outer world. I want to make this comfortable. I want my inner world to blend with my outer world, you know. So if you're spiritual, you want to live in a spiritual world. We could use that as an example. But you're searching for meanings still. Oh yeah. And you've got haters. There's always going to be haters, especially as you're growing. You've got the Six of Wands up here, and that's your card. That means people are paying attention to you. You've done something that stands out, and you're going to be honored for it. But you've got haters. You've got people that are going to talk and gossip about you. People that don't want to see you move ahead. I don't know how many. I see one here in particular. Pretty good looking person, used to get in their own way, but they may have a fiery temper and they're spoiled. Yeah. And you think they're spoiled. Like they feel like the world owes them a living or something like that. And I don't think you want to cater to anybody who thinks the world owes them a living. No, because you're out here working hard, trying to be responsible and do what's right, and you don't want somebody maybe sponging off of you or just talking crap about you or whatever. You might have even gotten an argument with this person. Could have been words, and they were hot-tempered. There was some temperament here between you and someone. The same person that you feel is spoiled. So this is number one. No, not necessarily. Like I say, it could be anybody around you, because this is somebody who doesn't want to see you get ahead. It could be number one. Yeah, if they could go back in time, they would have handled this situation a lot differently. They're seeing the errors of their ways and realizing where they've made mistakes. Yeah, they have self-worth issues. They're trying to figure out who they are, what the position is in this world, what their destiny is. It's like they're going through some kind of a crisis, like a midlife crisis, old age crisis, whatever. Something that has left them uncertain about themselves in the future. And they're still hoping that the future will bring you guys back together. But they realize that, they're not ready. They just need time here. And I think time is what you don't want to give them anymore. They took so long. I think maybe if you'd have given them more time, actually had that kind of patience, but who knows how long it would have taken, they probably could have come around to you guys being a good couple together. But right now it looks like the new person is going to have more to offer in the way of happiness and abundance. Number one misses your conversations and the sound of your voice. Part of their insecurity was they didn't trust you because they couldn't understand what you saw in them. Because they have self-worth issues. So they're like, well, what do you see in me, right? And when you gave this person compliments, oh boy, did that really puff them up? Did that make them feel good? I think this person's ego was easily inflated. Easy to inflate. Yeah, they're blocked. They have a blockage. It's a mental block. When it comes to relationships, it looks like. Yeah. But right now they can't figure out why they're feeling the way they feel towards you. They don't understand what you see in them in the first place. And now they don't understand why they feel the way they do. It's out of the ordinary for them, and it scares them. It's put them up in their head. Please don't hate me for ghosting you. You didn't deserve it. No, you didn't deserve it. You were being ignored by this person. I think you left them and they never got back in touch with you. You might have left them on the red thinking that maybe they'd get back in touch with you. Or you left them on the red. Nobody ever reacted or responded. Just kind of left each other drifting. And now they're lost and they don't know what to do. They don't know which direction to turn. They don't know if they should come back or leave or whatever. I don't think they don't want to see you move ahead though, because they don't like the attraction that you're getting from other people. Yeah. They're in pain. They're hurting over this. I don't think this person ever expected to get to the point where they would hurt or actually feel any kind of emotional pain over this. And that's what they were trying to avoid. They close people out. They lock people out if it seems to be getting a little bit too romantic. Or They don't want to go there. They're superficial. And now they went beyond their barrier or their boundaries, and they did get hurt. You hurt them. So that's not doing them any help. No, they're just suffering all the more. Yeah, they don't think anybody really grasps where they're coming from but you. They might have let you in on some of their secrets, some of the things that they've done in their past, or whatever troubles them, or the ghosts that haunt them, and now because you have this insight, they feel that you understand them more. You could understand them when they talk to you, or whatever. They don't really want to open up with everybody about all this stuff in their life because it's just a bucket of worms and baggage. They just keep it hidden, but they let some of it slip out to you. You figured them out quite a bit here, and now you have this information on them, and they're a little worried about that too. They don't know what you're going to say. They don't trust you, so they don't want you to talk about them, let out some of their secrets or some of their history. They don't know what you're going to do because you know about them. But they still feel that you understand them. If anybody was going to understand them, it would be you. Probably gave them that impression. Yeah, they'd want to tell you that they're not the same person. Something drastic has happened to them. They've had a good look at themselves, it looks like. Anyway, they're not the same person that you were dealing with before. I think if you deal with them again, or got back with them in some way, speaking to them or whatever, that you might actually realize they're not the same person, that they're changed. They're changing. They're trying to. And they really wish that they could have a future with you someday. They see you as the one that understands them, and they see the possibilities of a good future with you. But there's distrust here. They've hurt you too. You've hurt them. It's mutual. Big, huge misunderstanding. But not entirely. What you're understanding is they ignored you. You were a blessing, and they just wouldn't recognize it. They just kept pushing you away. Now, I know all these stories, they don't relate to everybody. They couldn't possibly relate to every Libra in the world, but it relates to some of you, and those of you who this does relate to, maybe you can get something out of it. Yeah, if you think this person isn't hurting, they are. You really upset their world. And they want to know why they just can't tell you the truth. They want to tell you the truth. They want to tell you what they've been holding in. There's more. If you think you know some secrets, there's more. And they would love to sit down with you and just talk. That's what I'm feeling here. I'm feeling that they've come into some self-realization before they've gone wrong, and they'd like to explain that to you. I don't know if you want to hear it, because like I say, your trust is gone. You're moving on. You're looking good, feeling sexy, and ready to attract. And you're attracting. You're getting attention for something you've done. Something outstanding. Yeah, everybody in your world is safe. If you've been feeling a little insecure, maybe worried about family members or anything, everybody's safe, everything's good. Future looks great. Prosperity does lie ahead for you. Prosperity lies ahead for you, and it could be with a new person or it could be on your own. Because I think you're making your own money, you're creating your own destiny here. Some personal issue that you've had is going to reach a conclusion. It's going to be resolved. You may know what it is. It's probably a big deal going on with you, but it's going to be resolved. Okay. We'll look at this some more next time. See where this story is heading. Thanks for stopping by the Old Swedes Bungalow. Until next time, peace and love to you, Libras.